Holy crap, guys, what's up? It's Darkstar. I'm bringing you the ORL Mixed Terrain Championship Race Series. 3 epic races, 20 laps each, all from our Mixed Terrain series, which means all kinds of racetracks, Grand Prix, motocross, supercross, weird shit that don't fit into no category. This first one's on Laguna Seca Raceway, a fairly accurate remake of a real-life track. Now here are the finalists. First up, we got my man NJD, one of the fastest dudes I've ever seen. My man Buoy Boy, one of the weirdest dudes I've ever seen. ETS Monster, he's just a wacky guy. My man X-Rains, freaking extraordinaire. And myself, Darkstar 072. So we're going to start this race up. This was a exciting race. These mixed terrain races were a lot closer than the motocross races, so let's see how this shit plays out, guys. That's me. I got the whole shot. I got a good start. That's X-Rains and Buoy Boy in last and second to last place. That's me and ETS Monster fighting for first place. NJD in third. That's X-Rains in the bright orange, Buoy Boy in the dark orange, bringing up the rear. And me and ETS are side by side almost. I get by him. Now NJD is trying to make his way past him. All these guys are legit freaking drivers. These are the best of the best in ORL. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in this race. It's an honor for me to race with these guys because these guys are so freaking good. NJD and ETS Monster go down on the corkscrew. The corkscrew claims its first victims of the day, which leaves all of Team Superfly in 1, 2, and 3. That's Darkstar, X-Rains, and Buoy Boy, 1, 2, and 3. Now this is a really challenging track. That corkscrew turn claims a victim on every other lap almost when there's new people racing this track. And there's ETS Monster, 4th, NJD bringing up the rear. Now here's the finishing results. ETS Monster, unfortunately, got himself a last place finish. He just could not catch up to the other drivers in this race. Buoy Boy with a 4th place finish. He's practicing this track like crazy lately. It didn't help him a whole lot in this race, but it was the difference between last place and not last place for him. X-Rains with a 3rd place finish, very respectable. And we got NJD here. Finished second, but it was an extremely close finish. I am going to show you the entire last lap because NJD was breathing down my neck the entire last 10 laps of the race. This is not as close as he got to me as you see here. He was actually on my back bumper for several laps, putting major pressure on it, and I was not holding up well. I got lucky. NJD made a couple minor mistakes. You know, NJD has one of the fastest laps on this track ever. I've never matched it, but for me, winning a race is about consistency, not putting up the fastest lap. If I can put up consistent, great laps, that's going to beat someone's okay laps with an occasional awesome lap. That corkscrew turns so hard to maintain control. You got to ride a very fine line through there if you want to keep your speed going. And coming up on the finish of the lap, you can see that's only about a 2-second difference between second and third. Mad respect for NJD. I hop off my mongoose, I give him a bow, because he earned it. He was an awesome driver. I got lucky that race. He let me have it. So here's the series standings. And coming up on the race number 2 on Quarry Super Speedway. This track is one of the most used tracks in outlaw racing. We use this for the wild card race in Season 1. We used this for a tournament we had in the middle of Season 2. We raced on this as a regular track in Season 2, and now it's making another appearance in the Mixed Terrain Championship for Season 2. Luckily, I've raced on it a lot. Few of these guys haven't been on it quite as much as I have. It's a very difficult track. It's much more difficult than it appears to be. It's basically a super speedway that intersects with some off-road terrain. So it's half a super speedway and half an off-road course. And what we did right there, that was a standing start. The race official hopped off his mongoose in front of the pack, and the pack, basically the disappearing mongoose was the signal to start the race. It's kind of like a starting gun or whatever. It's good. It's a good reflex cue for all the drivers to start a fair race. And what we got here, that's ETS Monster in first, myself, Darkstar in second, X-Rains in third, Blue Boy in fourth, and NJD in last. And Monster starts to open up a nice lead in the first lap here. He's definitely had a lot of experience on this track. He obviously raced in the division that raced on this track this season.
Lap complete.
You're coming across this shortcut jump, you can go either way. You can go around the rock or you can go across the jump. If you miss that jump, though, the consequences are devastating. And now I've caught up to Monster. We are battling for first place, exchanging it back and forth. He cuts inside me and comes out of the quarry section in first place still, followed closely by Darkstar and X-Rains. NJD made up a space, and he's got Boo Boy in last place. Coming back into the quarry, controlling your speed coming into that grass section is crucial. ETS Monster goes way too wide. I blow by him, followed by my man X-Rains, and NJD fails the shortcut jump and falls to his death. That is a brutal jump for him. That is going to hurt him hard in this race. It's tough to catch back up. Lap times on this track are in the low 40 seconds, I believe. That's myself, Darkstar in first, and ETS Monster and X-Rains fighting over second. And coming up on the finishing results of this race, here's ETS Monster. Started out with running a great race, and then he just started lagging beyond control. It really sucked for him. He's a much better driver than he appears to be in this race. Lag is really his only opponent here in this race, because it really screwed him over bad. That was tough luck, Monster. You still have my mad respect, dude. NJD with a fourth place finish, and pretty much that's only because Monster started lagging so bad. Now Boy Boy fought his way up into third place and held on to it. Respectable finish for the weirdest dude I know. Now here's me in first, but I get a little piece of that rock there and go wide, and instead of fighting over it, I just let my teammate X-Rains by. There's no need to fight. He and I did awesome team racing in this race. You can see that's why we have such a large lead. That's ETS Monster fighting to stay on the lead lap there. And X-Rains with the first place finish. Awesome. So there's the standings. After the second race, that's Darkstar in first, X-Rains in second, NJD in third, then followed by Boy Boy and ETS Monster. And here we come into the last race of the series, Motor Speedway SX, the really tough, really fast supercross track. When the physics are working right, this track is amazing. When the physics start to get squirrely, this track's a little bit less amazing. But it is what it is. We raced our asses off on it. I designed this track with help from X-Rains, so any problems I had on this track with the physics are my own damn fault for not making the jumps 1,000% consistent. But anyone who makes a supercross track knows it's really tough to get your jumps to be 100% consistent. But there's the start.
Checkpoint reached.
ETS Monster and myself, Darkstar, out in front. X-Rains goes down on the first set of jumps. NJD and Darkstar are right behind ETS Monster, coming into this massive rollover. Monster fails to let off the gas enough, and NJD, Darkstar, and Boy Boy go flying by him, which puts NJD in first at the finish of the first lap. This was one hell of a race. Unfortunately for ETS Monster, the lag started in for him again, and it was brutal. It was way worse in this race than it was in the previous race. For him, his toughest competitor in this series was the lag. You watch these races, you see the finishing results, and you think, ETS Monster, he can't be that good. The truth is, he's freaking awesome. He held the points lead in the Division 2 standings for the first half of the season. Until I finally took it away from him, only because he missed a race. And then I hit a really solid streak and started driving real good. But ETS Monster was the only one who was really close to me in those standings, and the only one who was a real challenge for the championship for Division 2.
Checkpoint reached.
Now, these drivers in this race are both from Division 1 and 2, our mixed terrain series from Season 2.
Checkpoint reached.
And the pack is starting to spread out a little bit here. At the end of the third lap, or maybe it's the fourth lap, I haven't paid attention.
Reached.
That's NJD in first,
Checkpoint reached.
Darkstar in second, X-Rains in third, Boy Boy in fourth, and ETS Monster in fifth, casing the tabletop. Now, like I said, the lag was in for Monster in this race, kicked his ass. Another unfortunate last place finish. He's pretty much out of the podium standings. Now here's me and X-Rains, kind of riding side by side. He's coming up hard on my right, so I pull hard to the left there to give him room, and get screwed over by the tabletop. So yeah, that was me in fourth place at the end of this race. I had a tough time with landing jumps. The physics were not my friend. X-Rains got a solid third place finish. Boy Boy, second place. The weirdest dude I know, has his best race on the weirdest track I know. Fancy that. Boy Boy on a weird track. NJD, first place finish. Awesome driver, had an awesome race. Dude freaking deserved it.
Checkpoint reached.
Now the amazing thing is a three-way tie for first place in the standings. Unbelievable. None of us would have guessed that was the way it was going to be after the third race. So we got to run a tiebreaker. NJD, Darkstar, and X-Rains, all on Audacity SX. There's the start. NJD changes his color to green for a little extra luck, and X-Rains and Darkstar just get tangled right up together. Looks like the change in armor helped change his luck, because he got a great start. Looks like Darkstar breaks away from that pile up first, and is chasing down NJD in second. X-Rains in third. Now, this was a crazy race. There were so many weird wrecks. The physics were a disaster. And this track can be really susceptible to awkward physics. We've all raced on it a million times. I get a weird nosedive off of that jump and lose my second place. X-Rains takes it over. Now here's NJD hitting this triple set towards the end of the lap, and boom, gets a weird bounce again, winds up off the side of the track, realizes he's going to miss that checkpoint if he goes around. He's just, it's just brutal. Just brutal the way that plays out. Now here's me again, same spot, clear the tabletop, hit that little mini triple, and boom, another crazy nosedive. Come on, physics! I fall back into third, NJD takes second, X-Rains is holding on to first place. Now here comes NJD, across this big-ass triple, another weird landing, he goes down, I reclaim second place, X-Rains is running away with it at this point. Now here's me, this was the turn I took going off this spot between the freaking jumps and the bordering. I hate that gap between the jumps and the freaking wall there. Just put the wall next to the jumps, man. That drives me nuts. And I realized, fuck, I'm gonna miss the damn checkpoint. Let me in the track. Come on, damn it. Come on, goddamn. Oh my god, let me in the track, goddamn. And then X-Rains, designer of this track, takes his turn. Boom. Weird wild jump. Should have let off the gas. He might have saved it. But boom. And he gets it the worst. He gets kind of hung up here. Oh my god. Ermagerd, let me on the track. God damn. Ermagerd, let X-Rains on the track. God damn it. The X-Rains goes a long way around. You can see how weird it is with X-Rains in a race. NJD comes by there and hits him, but you don't see NJD actually hit him. He's in a different place. X-Rains is never where he appears to be on the track. But this is how the race finally finished up. NJD first, X-Rains second, Darkstar third, Boy Boy fourth, and ETS Monster fifth. That's the Mixed Terrain Championship, guys. Thanks for watching. I am out of here. Peace.